Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this channel. Or if you're new here, thank you for joining us today. My name is Chris, and since 2023, I've been on a journey of personal development and a quest to live the more intentional life. 2 weeks ago, I shared with you a goal that I have for 2025, and that is to lose 35 pounds in the year. Now, the primary reason I shared that goal with you was simply for the fact that the fear of failure tried to stop me from doing it. And I've done a video on the fear of failure. You can check it out right here. And I just decided I was not going to let that fear hold me back. Today, I wanted to share with you a tool that I have used in the past and I plan to use this year to help me meet that goal, and that is the app Lose It. But I believe this is going to be a tool that will help me reach my physical goals, and so I wanted to share this tool with you in case you happen to have those same physical goals as I do. So let's talk about it. Now, I've been using this Lose It app for a number of years now. I think it's probably been, have been using it for definitely over 5 years, maybe 7, 8 years now. When I first began using it, it was primarily just a calorie counter. And that's what I used it for. When I have endeavored to lose weight in the past, I primarily just did caloric restriction. And that's worked for me in the past. My goal has changed a little bit for this year. My goal is not just losing weight. My goal is to change my eating and exercise behaviors, make new habits, but an indication that those changes are being made will be the fact that I lose weight. Now, for the free version, this is what you get in the free version of the app. There's a free version still, and then there's a premium or paid version. I have not used the free version in a number of years, so I'm going off the website on this. But the free features include the ability to you take a quiz about what's your current weight, what's your activity level, how much do you want to lose, and they give you what they call a personalized plan. It's not really personalized. It's definitely not the same as if you were to go to a trainer and they would actually give you a personalized plan for every meal planning or anything like that. But it does take into account height, weight, activity level, how much you want to lose, and it tells you then to do this, you kind of need to be at these calorie levels throughout the day. You can log items from a database of over 32 million foods and exercises. So if you're using the free version, whatever you eat for breakfast, you go in there, you'll look it up from a database. Today I had eggs with some spinach in it. I look up eggs. I use 3 eggs. I use the spinach. A typical calorie counter if you've used one before. That also allows you to sync with the Apple Health or Google Fit in the free version. So if I am tracking my exercises in Apple Health, I took an hour-long walk today. I exercised this. That can sync over into the Lose It database, and then there is a community support. There is a fairly good community in there that really I've only been in there a couple times, but if community is something important to you, they do have that. Now the premium features, and these were the features I wanted, so I have been on the paid version for quite a while. Number one premium feature that I wish was still in the free was what they call a smart camera. It's the ability to scan a barcode and it pulls up the information. That works fairly well. There's very few barcodes I scan that doesn't pull up the information or doesn't pull it up correctly. It just makes logging your food that much easier. And if you're going to do calorie counting, you really want something that is easy, very non-intrusive, very simple to do, because the harder it is to do, the less likely are you going to continue to do it. The next premium feature is you can sync your devices. So I can sync my Apple Watch directly to there. So now it's not just my Apple Health or Google Health, but if you have a Fitbit, the Fitbit can actually sync directly to the app. One of the other features I really, really like, particularly is more important to me this time than other times, is in the premium version, you can track macronutrients. So you can track your your proteins, your fat, and your carbohydrates. And then it also allows you to kind of put in um, goals in those different things. So if you're wanting to stay under a certain level of carbs, it can actually you can actually set your level and you can see did you stay under it, did you go over it. So macro tracking is great. Also allows you to track things like water, blood pressure, and your measurements. And so it really can become more of a full health tracking in one simple app. You can track your weight in there. And so every week I'll be tracking my weight and it'll plot the course and it'll see, and I can put I can set the goal in the app and I can do that. There's also some gamification of it as you lose weight. You know, today I tracked my first weight loss from the beginning of the year. I lost 2.2 pounds already, which great. But a little thing popped up and says you've lost the same weight as a pineapple or something like that. I don't remember. So there's some gamification in there that can help some people, some personalities. Those are the things, those type of things I really don't care all that much about. One of the things I really do like about the app is they allow for, and I don't know if this is just the premium version or the free version, but they do allow for number one, uh, if you want to do intermittent fasting, they have a feature in there that you can say, I want to do intermittent fasting, and it'll help you find your window and do those things. But the other thing I really liked is that you can actually do custom calorie levels. Well, what you can do is you can say, I actually want to eat a few less calories Monday through Thursday or Sunday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday I want to have a little bit more. Like you can actually set caloric levels for different days in your plan for your own style, your own work life. So I tend to want to eat something special on a weekend. That's often when we celebrate a birthday or celebrate holidays, anniversaries. And so being able to customize that a little bit, it adds a little bit extra to help you out so that you'll stick to your eating plan. And I think that's really great. Another feature I really do like about this app is that you can create custom foods or custom meals. So recently I've been drinking a protein shake, spinach, and blueberry smoothie. It actually doesn't taste that bad, and it's not a lot of calories. But I'm able to put that in there, and so instead of every time I make that smoothie, instead of having to pick the individual um, foods in that smoothie, I just make a custom thing. This is my evening smoothie, and I can bring it in there. And that just again, the easier it is for you to track and the less intrusive it is, the more likely you are to stick to it. Now, one of the only things that I dislike about the app, and I wish there was some way to fix it, is the database of foods. When you go to look up your food, if I just go look up eggs, I might get 50 different things of eggs, and there is sometimes significant difference is in how much calories they say. Now, if you're doing strict calorie counting, that's important that you have accurate one. But if you are really doing it more of a guidelines, which kind of what I'm doing, I'm just making sure I don't need to be exactly 500 calories below my maintenance level, but I want to be below it. That's less of a problem, but that really is the only con that I have for this app. Now, what about pricing? You know, we talked about the free versus the premium. I was paying $20 a year for the use of the app, and $20 a year, that's less than $2 a month. I think that's a really good price. I've said in the past in all the apps I use, I try to stay away from subscriptions if I can. I don't like the fact that everything you have now is a subscription based, but there are some things that are worth it. And for what this allowed me to do in terms of becoming healthier and losing weight, $2 less than $2 a month is definitely uh, a perfectly fine price for me, and I've paid that $20 a year for a number of years now. But now when I looked that up to confirm that for this video, I did find that some people had special offers where they were paying $13 a month or $15 a month. Now they do have a lifetime price that you can just pay once and you can have it for a lifetime. In the past, I never did that because whenever it was offered to me, I would get things that say special offer, special discount, regularly like $180, I think it said, but you could get it for $80 or $70. I think the cheapest I had ever seen it was $70. And at that time, just wasn't sure. I used it off and on. I haven't tracked my calories every single day for years and years and years. I just use it at different times. So I didn't know if that was the right time. But literally just this morning, um, I was I reset everything up for this new year. I kind of started fresh because I hadn't used it for a while, but I knew that this tool could help me reach my physical goals. So I set everything up fresh. I tracked my weight this morning, and then I got a message that popped up that said special lifetime deal. You only got 3 days to do it. When I clicked on it, uh, I was offered the lifetime payment for only $50. And so I knew I want to use this tool throughout this year. I knew that I want to continue to use it until I feel like I really have changed my eating behaviors, which could be into next year as well. And if I was already paying 20 bucks a month, if I paid this year and next year, that almost paid for itself. So literally just this morning, I paid for the lifetime deal of $50. And I think that's worth it. This is a tool that if losing weight is important to you, this is a tool that can help. Certainly not the only tool out there, but it's the tool that I've used and the tool that's helped me lose weight in the past. And I do believe that it's going to be a tool that'll help me reach my goal this year of losing 35 pounds. If this sounds like an app you'd be interested in, I'll leave links both to the iOS app and the Android app. Now, I use it on iOS. I believe that the Android app features are equivalent, but I have not used that. Those links down there are not affiliate links. I'm not affiliated with Lose It. This is not a sponsored video. I don't get anything if you use those links. I simply think it's a good tool. And as I go through my personal development journey, I have determined that if I find a good tool that's useful to me, I will share it with you. If I find a tool that I think will be useful and it ends up not being useful, I'll share that with you as well. But there are other great trackers out there. There are a number of them. You can try any of them, but this is one that I would definitely recommend for anybody that is wanting help in tracking their health, especially their eating habits, so that they can become healthier, becoming the best possible version of yourself. Please check them out there. Until I see you again, go out and live the more intentional life.